Hey, what's going on YouTube? Usually I don't make videos showing my face. Clearly not on my bike today. But just wanted to tell a little story. A couple weekends ago, it was a Daytona 500. So my girlfriend and I, we rented a car, drove to a couple dams, went to a buddy of ours, went to his house upstate, and we had a good time. So I paid for the car, and the price is the price. So a couple days ago, I was just going through my credit card transactions, and I had an extra $30 charged to me from Zipcar. So I looked up, or I tried to look up why I owed an extra $30. Zipcar website wasn't working. See if I can find it here. Zipcar website wasn't working. So I called in. I was on hold for a bit. Finally got a person. The person told me I drove well over the limit. So when you rent a Zipcar, you have 180 miles limit. At least here in the United States, they said I did 230. All right, I did 152 or something like that. I can't find this. Yeah, I did 152, and so I was well under the limit. Put back the car on time, did everything right. So they took the case, took it up to the higher offices or wherever they take it. Finally got a response. So here it is. Dear Javin, thank you for contacting us in regards to your recent reservation. This is the part that gets me mad. Or not yet, not this part. This is just company policy here, right? So each reservation includes 180 free miles per 24-hour period, and 20 miles each full hour beyond that. Each mile beyond this is charged 45 cents per mile, unless it's a luxury car, and the luxury cars are charged 55 cents. They didn't put that there, but I know the rules. I've been with them for a year and a half. Yeah, a year and a half now. A bit over a year and a half. So here's the part that gets me pissed off, right? As a courtesy, I have refunded the miles charged beyond your first 180, an amount of $25.65 plus tax. And I took the George Washington Bridge, so due to a toll charge of $12.50 that has automatically factored into this adjustment, the total reimbursement to your car is $18.25. I can't read right now. I've been on the computer all day. Just got home from work. Now I'm on my computer. Please allow 3 to 5 business days for this refund to process on your credit card to view. All right, so this is the part that really gets me heated. Going forward, please understand that we will not be able to adjust your over mileage again. Once the car is returned after reservation, we calculate and charge for any extra miles, which you will see on your online statement. You can estimate. All right, so they're just telling you how you can estimate. Zipcar, how are you going to tell me, all right, that I went over the miles? You don't have anyone there at the stations to check the cars. All right, so anyone could just show up, drive what they drive, come back, and you wouldn't even know what happened. All you know is the car was taken up from here to there in terms of time. So my piece of advice to everyone who uses Zipcar, take a picture of the car, or 4 pictures, right, front, back, side. When you're done, or actually in the beginning, if you want, take a picture of the odometer. Usually what I do is I reset the trip computer to 0, and then I take a picture at the end of the reservation. So my picture was like 152.4 miles, well under the limit, and I calculated my miles on Google Maps before I did the ride. So I already knew how many miles I was going to do. I knew I had extra miles without even looking at the picture. I knew I didn't do 180, and they said I did like 230, or they didn't write the miles down here. But 25.65 divided by 0.45, right, 45 cents per mile, that will tell you how many miles I did over 180, right? Plus, I said I did 152, so that's roughly an extra 30 miles. So we have 230 miles, right? 50 miles I didn't do. I don't know who was in the car after me. At this point, I can't look at it. It's not for me to look at. So I write back to them as a courtesy. This was the final trip computer reading. I sent them a picture of the trip computer. I did not go over my miles at all. Please have your cars checked. This isn't the first time a car has read one mileage and Zipcar emailed me with a different value. So I rented another car before, did a 177 miles. They said I did 181. So I don't think it was worth me calling up Zipcar over like 60 cents. And I was really busy at that time. I was finishing college and all those ending projects were just crazy. But the point is, if you're gonna rent from Zipcar, make sure you check the mileage, your odometer, reset your trip computer to 0, take a picture of the odometer, trip computer. You know, if you don't know the difference, odometer is the total amount of miles the car has on it. You can't reset that, right? Obviously. Yeah, take a picture of the odometer, do the trip computer thing. I reset my trips every time. Take pictures of the whole entire car. I read some article online about how so some of the places, you know, like I live in the Bronx, some of the places in the Bronx do not have an attendant. So literally, let's say someone comes, park the car, leave the car there. Someone comes and park next to that car, scrapes up the car, don't say anything, leave the car like that. The next guy comes to use a Zipcar. So he sees the Zipcar scrape, so he calls up Zipcar. He's like, hey, the car is scraped up. What's going on here? And the guy from before who left the car there, now he's being questioned. So, you know, do yourselves a favor. Take before and after shots of the car, trip computer odometers and all that stuff. I'm 7:32 in now. But that was pretty much my spiel. Go ahead, leave me comments, feedback. It would be something if Zipcar contacted me or left a comment under my video. But go ahead. I don't ask people to really share my videos too often. But you know, please share this video because I'm sure I'm not the only person who's been tagged with extra mileage and damn near almost had to pay. Technically, I did pay, but I got the money refunded. So go ahead, share this video. I'll greatly appreciate it. And if you like cycling videos, go ahead and subscribe. And thanks for your time.